So you ever just take a moment to really think about your life, how it could be a series of, events or the magnitude of whatever it is that you consider life? I find myself many times, especially on nights like tonight where impromptu things at work, just having to go here and there and be more than what it is that you are considered to be as far as an employee, right? Going above and beyond, and also receiving in return maybe a pat on the back. You have to stop for a second to give yourself that opportunity to really relish in the things that you do. Because if you don't, life will just pass you by. A lot of us right now, we're scrolling on social media. There's a lot of people who will scroll by this post in regards to, seeing a guy on a camera just talking like, what is he talking about? And that's because most of us are just easily distracted by everything that doesn't have anything to do with value. Because it's easy to do that. It's hard to think, right? So thinking requires you to actually be in tune. Thinking requires you actually to love yourself enough to give yourself the opportunity of thought. I find so many men and women bothered by the idea of thought, bothered by the idea of seriousness, bothered by the idea of, anything else. Like, yeah, I'm a serious person overall. Yeah, I'm a very, if you want to call it, uptight, serious person. But when people speak to me, they understand that, I'm serious about the things I need to be serious about. But when it comes to the things that maybe you take serious, I'm not as serious about, because there's a lot about in this life that I don't really care about. Things that have nothing to do with anything, I don't care about that. I can't let the goings and comings of the world really dictate how I am. So I just spending my time wisely. I give it around to people who I love. I give it around to people who I like. And sometimes I have to give it to people who I don't necessarily like. But that's life, A lot of us have the ability to do so many great things. But let's be honest, I think the only thing great we would want to do is just be recognized for the things that we say or did in this life. And some of us, man, we really make ourselves minimal by just saying, well, if I could just do this and that, well, if I could just, don't do that. Don't just do things, right? Like, do things without worrying about the measure. Do things without worrying about how much. Do things. Go about it. Be about it. It's all right, whether somebody celebrates you or not. It's cool. So, this is social media. But for me, it is, it just is a thing, an avenue, a path. If it went away tomorrow, I can still make videos. I can find a way to put them out there. The cool thing about being human is that I get to do that anywhere I want to. The tough part is, y'all realizing that, we're all human. That's the toughest part to this whole thing. I wish we spent time connecting, man. I wish we did. You would get the attention you need if you gave it to yourself. Yeah.